Hi Sagittarius, it's Mary Jo from Enchantress. Welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your reading for July 2020. It's been a while, so it's time to check in. I hope everyone's doing well, and thanks so much for your views and subscribing. Welcome new subscribers, and if you haven't, please do so. Keeps my channel going. So I'm going to dive right in. I am using the Gilded Tarot for this reading. Let's see what we have for Sagittarius when we start with the Three of Wands. So something went on back in March, because this card, the Three of Wands, is Sun in Aries. That would be like March 31st to April 10th. So it's like the second decade. Well, that falls right into the quarantine time. Okay, so like you had a vision. You had things like a goal. You see like the ship is there and you're waiting for it to come in. You've done all this work. The two wands are established. You got one and you're just ready for the next step. Like, this is my day in the sun. This is my harvest is coming in. And then everything just came to a halt. Like, the ship is out in the water. It can't come to port, and you can't unload the goods. This is kind of how it felt for you. And you know, this three was something you had been creating, and it's work or a social situation that you put a lot of passion and energy into. And it was, you know, he's wearing this green cloak, so I'm saying, like, it was something that was going to bring you a lot of stability. Now, for some of you, it was financial, like business related, work related, money related. Others, the green could be even a time of fertility in your life. Like maybe you were trying to conceive a child or adopt a child, buy a new home, start a new business. Or the green, bringing you some grounded energy. And that was thwarted for you. It was cut short for you. And you just were waiting. Now, since it's in the position of the past, we recognize it was at that time. So Spirit is saying, okay, you know, we got to nod out to you. But you know what? Even with that, when we look at these things happening, we don't know why. And then down the road, as other things unfold, we say, oh, we have that aha moment. And we say, wow, if that didn't happen, this event wouldn't have happened. Or this would have happened and would have screwed things up. So everything is unfolding as it should, no doubt, in the universe. Because that being said, you feel like you got robbed. You know? Like, to the victor goes the spoils, not always. You feel like you got cheated. There's an uncertainty there, though. There's 5. So that's uncertainty. So just let it be what it is, because it isn't always what it seems. So when you let it be what it is, it will unfold to you. For right now, there's some suspicion and doubt going on around the situation, or that your thoughts, Sagittarius, are in a negative place of worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, frustration, lack. And you know what's going to happen is that you're going to just bring more of those things. You know, at the end of the day, there's really no winner or loser in this situation. Like, if it was something with a business you were waiting for, and it all failed, think of the people on the other side of it that you were going to be working with. They're not winning either. So there's no winner or loser in this. Everybody's under the stress and the grief of the chaos that unfolded. The thing that I'm looking at is the rays of the sun. Now, some of you could say it's a sunset. Some of you can say it's a sunrise. That's your perspective. Either way, let's look at it. The sun is setting on the situation. That means it's coming to an end, the close of that day. So we can have a new dawn and something new can happen. The worst is over. If you're looking and look, the sun is rising. Well, I'm the optimist. I say, well, the sun is shining on this new day from what happened from the yesterday, which I can't change, but I got right now, and I can work on right now to make the best outcome of this day and not worry about tomorrow, because tomorrow never comes, right? So putting that perspective on it and taking that 5 energy and not open to the past, worrying about the future, staying that balance on that little circle that it rocks on. This way you don't fall on your ass, don't fall on your face, and you just keep it real, Sag, and keep it balanced, keep your energy in a good place, and of course the mental realm there. So for some of you, if there's been some discord or arguments, or you're doubting someone or something, you may have jumped to a conclusion or been listening to the wrong words of people that were jealous, or just people that just like to do that shit. You know, they love to gossip, say mean things, undermine a situation. If you had a good friendship or tight relationship in a business partnership, and these people are just people that are curmudgeons and they messed things up. Well, it's the past. You can't do anything about that. Like I said, both people walked away from this not gaining or really losing anything. Like I said, you know, you win the battle and lose the war. What was won at the end of the day? What was lost? It's going to be as individual as each one of you with this situation. Just knowing that you feel like you got cheated is the way that you're looking at it. It's not necessarily what actually happened. Okay? Yeah, because here you go with the Neptunian card here. The Hanged Man. Neptune. Illusion. Delusion. Are you being delusional? Are you being stubborn? Do you need to be right all the time versus being happy? Or someone treating you that way? This card is talking about that. If you've been overdoing with drugs or alcohol, that's very Neptunian too. Drowning your sorrows in wine or beer or smoking a lot of weed. You know, a lot of people are dealing the way they're dealing. Other people deal it in a very different way. There's no judgment here. But this card talks about that, doing it to an excess. And it's affecting your perspective. So it's a good thing to surrender right now and put things into a new perspective, looking at things from a different way, that you're not seeing it above the situation instead of, you know, you're in the mix of it. And so separating yourself and pulling away from it and seeing it from a higher perspective will be helpful. And with Sagittarius, that's what we want you to be, right? The higher perspective in the zodiac, the ninth house, the belief system, higher beliefs when you're evolved, right? Instead of the low vibration, which we all have shadow side, which would be the drama mama, the lies, the fish stories. You know, you want to avoid those things. You want to be the higher assimilation of things that you have in your life in belief system philosophies. The way the Gemini assimilates it, you as their opposition share it with the world. So be careful what you're sharing with the world. Negativity, fear, doubt. You know, Neptune rules Pisces. That's the martyr, the victim. You know, the illusion, like it's a delusion, fantasy. You got to get real. You know, and if it's too painful for you and you're drowning yourself in drugs and alcohol, well, it's numbing you, and Neptunians love that. They love to float, and drinking is a big thing of it. But we're talking about this is a major arcana right now, to put it in your face and saying it's not going to help you when you have to return to reality, or the supposed reality that we are experiencing as a collective. But you on a personal level, it's time to let that go, because it's only keeping you in a position that you're not seeing things clearly. And surrender is a form of vulnerability. And we are all vulnerable. And there's nothing wrong with that. Vulnerability doesn't mean gullibility. And oftentimes when we drown our sorrows in misery of any kind, it doesn't have to be drugs and alcohol, but just negative thinking and drama, pessimism, it's a lie that we're creating, and we're living the lie that we've created. So you can turn that around, and you will see your life will change with the way that you are changing the way you're thinking and talking and living. This is major stuff, and I know a Sag can do it. They're up for the challenge. And then you have another major arcana with strength, and this is Leo. Okay, and we are going to be entering Leo on mid-July. So this is about using a reserve of strength that you didn't know you had. Like I said, a vulnerability, a letting go, a releasing, to see things in a new perspective and bring up the fire, Sag, that you have, especially since Leo is a sister sign to you. And the sun rules Leo. So it's your ego, it's your energy, it's your all-spark. So tying that all in the fiery aspect of Sagittarius, yeah, you definitely want to see yourself as reaching for the stars. And you see she's looking to the heavens. And the lion's by her side. Now you could say that's a life energy force on this earth. You could say it's a spiritual energy like a totem in your life that's there to give you the strength. Spirit is always there to be by your side, to help you, to see your dreams, to realize your dreams. And staying focused on them is very important. And this is the number 8 here. So 8 is an earthly number of strength and solidity. And she's wearing all this green, which is like an earthly color for money, fertility, security. And she's got the gold on her dress too. So you would say that is something that's an alchemical type of situation. Gold is that highest, purest form. And I see the reddish orange in the lion's hair instead of like a blonde. She's creating something. And she's trusting it. She's putting it out to the universe. And she's got the strength and courage to know that it will come. I don't know how. And I don't need to control how. Because me, limited in form, have only so many ways I can control, like in a chess game, how this is going to play. But Spirit in their infinite wisdom can rearrange people, places, and things just for me. And as long as I love and trust and know that I am worthy and Spirit loves me, I'm going to get this. And you are deserving of all the best in life. Keep believing that and trusting that everything you want will be coming for you and to you. So I know this is not general, like, oh, is he going to call me, you know, and this guy that, and this girl that. But you can look at these cards and they're telling you. And there's a lot of times you don't want to hear what they're telling you. But Spirit always wants the best for you. And even if that rejection is a way of protection from something or someone or a thing that wasn't best for you, you can go for it anyway because you have free will. But it's definitely going to convolute the outcome of the things that you want or not bring you the best version of it or in the best time. So it's up to you to trust and know that you have the strength to make things happen in your life, and you have the courage to trust in your higher self and your connection with Spirit that it will come to you. And I do believe in you too. All right, Sag, I hope you guys have a great month. Thanks for watching and subscribing. And if you haven't, please do so. Thanks for sharing my videos. And I'll see you guys next month. Please be safe. Have a good month. And as always, I wish you the best.